everybody, it's Cathryn from In the Pink Designs. My project today is a pretty quick treat box, quick to give as favors or a little something for teachers or office people. It measures 2 by 3 by 1 1/4. All right, and it opens like this. And there's 2 truffles, Lindor truffles in there, my favorite milk chocolate kind. So I'm using the Labeled with Love Punch, Naughty and Nice stamp set, and for the holly and the berries, the reindeer fun dies. Okay. So what we need is a piece of real red that is 7 3/4 by 6 1/2. Some basic white for stamping. I cut the holly out of garden green cardstock and the berries from real red cardstock. I made a tiny little bow out of the red and white baker's twine. Of the Reindeer Days DSP, we need one that is 1 3/4 by 2 3/4, 2 that are 1 by 2 3/4, and 2 that are 1 3/4 by 1. All right, let me get my Simply Scored. And we're going to start on the 7 3/4 inch side. Score at 1 1/4, 3 1/4, 4 1/2, and 6 1/2. Turn to the 6 1/2 inch side and score at 1/2, 1 3/4, 4 3/4, and 6. Now just fold and burnish all your score lines. All right. So you can do this either way as long as it's on the long way, the landscape like this, and there is a 1/2 inch rectangle at the top and the bottom. And this is what we're going to be doing. All right, so let's start over here. Go to the first score line, cut it to the second score line, take off the 1/2 inch rectangle and wedge both sides of the square. Go to the next 2 score lines and cut them to the second score line. Take off the rectangle and wedge the square. Now we're going to take these 4 pieces off. Oops. Okay, that's that side. Now turn it to the other side, and we're going to count to the second score line, cut it to the second score line, and take these off. All right, go to the next score line, cut it to the second score line, take off the rectangle, and wedge each side of the square. And go to that last score line, cut it to the second score line, take off the rectangle, and wedge the square. All right, and now these pieces that are left of that 1/2 inch rectangle, just wedge both sides of that on both of them. All right. And that's what your cardstock should look like when you're done. Okay, I'm going to take Stampin Seal Plus and put it on all 4 of these tabs. All right, and we're going to start at this end, and we're going to take the score line on the tab and match it up with the side of this rectangle on both of these edges. And then the next tabs, we're going to take the score line and line it up with the other side of that same rectangle. All right. And then I forgot to round the corners of this. Okay. And that is your box. Okay. Now we need our DSP. The largest one is going to go on the top, and then this is the long sides and the short sides. Now let's let that dry and we'll do our stamping. So we need our piece of basic white, and I'm using Real Red and Garden Green. I'm using Garden Green for the Naughty and Nice stamp set to make this label. And then with Real Red, I'm going to stamp the sentiment towards the bottom from the North Pole Elves. Alright, and then I'm going to punch it out with my punch. This is the Labeled with Love punch. Okay, then we need our pieces here. Alright, what I'm going to do is have it go a little bit crooked like this. Alright. But before I glue it or anything, I'm going to get my mini dimensionals and kind of stick them underneath the bottom leaves. So I'll take this one, stick it there. And this one, and stick it there. Then I'm going to put a little bit of glue under the middle because the other pieces are set now, so I can squeeze a little bit of glue and it'll keep its place. And when that's done, I'll take one more dimensional mini and I'm going to stick it right under here on this leaf. Okay, so then the rest of them will be up, but the middle stayed down. And then I'm just going to glue the middle right in the middle and where it's flat. Okay, now we need our box. Make sure the opening is on one side, this side here. And I'm going to put dimensionals, regular dimensionals on the back of this. Then I'm just going to try to center the label, just like that. And where is my little, here it is, my little bow. I'm going to try to nestle that right in here, the dot of glue. Okay, and then for the final touch, I'm going to add a little bit of Wink of Stella glitter to the berries. Can't really see it on camera, but it looks pretty. Okay, that's it for me. Have a wonderful Christmas and a Happy New Year, and I will see you then. Bye.